today it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about why a 7-hour train trip feels shorter than a 3-hour plane ride in America. The train travel that's happening in Paris and in France, high-speed rail, is just beyond anything that we know in the United States. For example, let's do a side-by-side comparison. Okay, so where are we? We can go here, and here we go. Okay, and now let's go here. You don't know what you don't know. All right. You don't know what you don't know. So, you get my drift. Capiche? Understand what I'm saying here? I'm getting ready to get back to my European rail roots, and I used to make this all the time. This journey all the time was a 700-kilometer journey, and it was such an enlightening thing to discover French high-speed rail, because you'd be like going from one end of Paris to the other, right on the metro. So you just kind of wake up, grab your bags, and then walk over to the metro. And so I was living around Porte Villette, so I take Porte Villette to line 4, which is to change at Gare de l'Est. I'd go down to Montparnasse, and it's so right. That trip replaces the hour and a half or whatever it's going to take you, and then you got to stress: am I going to be caught in traffic? Right? It seems like all the time when you're heading to the airport, because the airport is always in the boondocks. You're like, oh my God, here we go. We get stuck in traffic. So, yes, indeed. And this is what the stop looked like, right? Says this is Porte Villette, and then you take the metro right into where it starts to connect to the station, Le Grand Très Grande Vitesse TGV station, and you get this whiff of coffee and butter. This lovely smell. It was such a comforting smell, the smell of French coffee and croissants. So, yeah, take that, boom, take this long treadway, and there you are. All right, you feel like you're in this magic place. There's stores around cafes. It's not like this security theater, right? The airport is all security theater. They ask you a bunch of dumb questions. You feel like you're being processed. You don't feel like you're being processed when you take the train in France, right? So you come up, boom, nice and chilled. You can do some shopping. You can then here's where the trains are, right? So all these cafes, people are just chilling, waiting to see which gate they go to, right? You see how relaxed this guy is. You don't see that. You don't see that when you're on the in the terminal of the airport. And then here you are, you're just chilling, grabbing a newspaper, having a cup of coffee, and then you're looking to see what voie, as they say in French, what platform that you're going to go to. And so this is the check-in, people. This is the check-in. You see that? No stupid questions like, did you pack this bag yourself? And you're supposed to feel like you're doing your duty. Oh, I get to go through this ridiculous security theater because I'm doing my duty to keep everybody safe. Oh, please. Do I have any liquid? Well, my bladder's full. Does that count, you know? And so this is your check-in. Right? You take your phone, you take your QR code that you get when you buy your tickets, and you put it like that. Then you step on to this awesome piece of technology that goes 200. I'm sorry, I was. Oops. Let's go. Previous. Yes. I was talking and not showing. All right, this can go away. Come on, man. You belong there. Why don't you go? Oh, we have a technical difficulty. Anyways, so yeah, this is the check-in. This is the check-in right here. All right. So. No stupid questions, no security theater, and then you get on the train. And then this is first class. I used to like to go first class. It wasn't that much more. And you've got your own little area here with your, there's a little mirror here, and you've got like a little place to put your cup, and they have a nice little comfy setup, so you can literally slide this back and take a little nap if you want, right? And so it's what's so cool. And so this is just like regular economy class seating, right? And so what is so cool right there, people, this is what I'm talking about. Right there, you've got your bags, all right? Are right with you. You don't have to worry about losing your bags because your bags are right there. All right. So that's what's so cool about train travel. And double decker, I used to always go on the top deck because that was a straight shot to the bar car. And this was the bar car on my train that I take all the time. 8051, right? And different trains have, but you get really good food on the bar car, really decent food. It's not like horrific airplane food. And then this is Toulouse-Matabillo. I used to change at here. I used to go to Bordeaux-Saint-Jean, then change to, because I used to like to take the first train, and then I end up in Mazamet. All right, so you get off the train, right? And then when you're in the, and then you depart from the plane. So 15 minutes after you depart from the plane, what are you doing, right? So 15 minutes, this is my destination, all right? So 15 minutes after I got out of here, right? So this was, yeah, the previous. So I'd go from Paris to Porto Saint Jean to Toulouse, change at Toulouse, and then take the TER, which is just a much slower commuter train to my destination in the south of France there. And so 10 minutes after looking for 10 minutes after departing the train, I wasn't looking for my bags, man. All right? I wasn't looking for my bags. That was just not... You just take your bag off the train. I'm not like, oh my God, they lost my bags. They lost my bags, right? How many of us have had that happen to us, and how that ruins the entire vacation? And so 10 minutes, 15 minutes after I got off the train, right, I departed, I was in Centreville. Okay, I was in the center of the town. The church is right across from the Café de la Paix. And I think is that it? Yeah. And so that's it for this little quick run through of my European train travel escapades. But this is the thing. All right. So when you arrive at the hotel inherits the emotion and the experience that the person has experienced, their trials and tribulations, or their extremely relaxing, enjoyable journey. And so it's an interesting thing to imagine what would happen if this mobility corridor was enhanced by the hotel or the hospitality organization that is receiving the guest. So that's what we're going to talk about in this series called Before the Check-in. Because before you check in to the hotel, you're bringing all this emotional baggage with, your regular luggage, all this emotional narrative, this storyline that was, oh my God, they lost my bag, or this and this, so they wouldn't let this on the plane. Yet, I had this little thing that I used to mix paints. It was really cool. I really liked it. And it was really expensive. I don't have it. And they almost confiscated it. I'm like, it's a little thing. It was a little metal thing to mix oil paints with, you big bunch of goofballs. So, anyways, before the check-in, what is the emotional impact of a bad journey on the hotel or the hospitality entity that's receiving the guest? And how do you influence that journey? Is there a way to make things smoother, make things more fun, make things more interesting? All right, that's what we're talking about in Before the Check-in. Let's go out with some funky music and some more TGV eye candy. Here we go. See you next time. Au revoir.